What's up guys, welcome back to the channel and thanks for checking out another video. As you guys can see, I have a P3 gauge installed in my F80. I decided to take full advantage of the gauge, so today I'm gonna be installing the ethanol content reader, analyzer if you want to say, so that way I can be able to read my E85 content or E30 on the gauge. Alright guys, so in order for you to read your ethanol content from your P3 gauge, you're gonna need a P3 module, and you're gonna need an ethanol sensor as well. I also went ahead and bought myself an extra fuel line, which I'm planning on using for the installation. So yeah guys, it actually comes with direction, or even if you go on their website, they have a pretty how-to, but either way I'm gonna be showing you guys the way I go about doing mine anyways. Let's jump right into it. Just to give myself a little bit more room to work in, I'm gonna remove this brace as well, so that way I can stick my hand behind here to pull the fuel line. So yeah guys, to remove this you're gonna need a E12, a T50, and two 60mm in the middle. You got two 10mm.
Eventually.
Alright guys, my wiring is all done. That's the power to the fuse box. Alright guys, so originally I was going to use this fuel line to connect to one end, and one side was going to go to the fuel pipe, but it turns out the BMW connector does not fit with the sensor. So unfortunately you have to cut your fuel line and fit the sensor in the middle of it. Alright guys, so as stated, the BMW fuel line will not fit on the fuel sensor. So there's a couple of ways to go about doing this. You could buy yourself a custom fuel line, or you could go ahead and cut your OEM fuel line and fit the sensor in the middle of it. But this is what I decided to do. I went to Napa Auto Store and bought these fitting and connectors, and I am gonna be making my own fuel line adapter. Alright guys, so this is what the finished product looks like. This end goes to the nylon line that goes to the fuel tank, and this end right here goes to the fuel line. I'm gonna show you guys. I have to admit, it's a lot easier to get to the fuel line from the bottom, and even though I don't like running the car out of fuel, the line is such a pain in the butt to remove, so I did end up running the car out of fuel. And to run the car out of fuel, all you have to do is disconnect. This is the fuel pump module right here. Disconnect it, turn the car on, run it until it shut off. And as you guys can see, the fuel line on the bottom right here. It's a lot easier to disconnect the fuel line from this part on the bottom. There's a bracket that's perfect. As you guys can see, the fuel line right there. There's a bracket that's perfect to mount the sensor. So this is where I'm gonna be installing the sensor. I will show you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so in the end, this is what it's gonna look like. So this is what the setup look like right now. I got the sensor on the bracket right here. Before I go ahead and secure everything, I'm gonna go ahead and install the J pipe and start the car. Make sure there's no leaks. Alright guys, I'm all done with the wiring. Let me show you guys what it looked like. This is where I have my power. And this is where I have the ground. I have all the wiring tucked over here to the module. Let me show you guys what the setup looks like. You want to make sure you keep your fuel hose and your wiring away from the steering rack. This is what it looks like from the bottom. I'm just gonna go ahead and run the car and check for leaks. of truth. Let's see if it works. Configuration. Right click. You want to go to A1N. You want to be on A1EC. And then you want to hold both of them again. It's kind of. Alright, so now we should be able to read my E85 content. Let's take a look. Boost. So right now we on E40. You can do a 0 to 60. Your battery. You guys kind of get the idea. So right now, F80 0 to 60, the boost. That's my boost. That's my blend. Alright guys, there you have it. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and reinstall everything back in the engine bay. And as you guys can see, I'm running E40 right now. So there you have it, guys. If you like this video, don't forget to go ahead and smash the like. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Peace.